Welcome to EQBloom. Today we're diving into one of the most fascinating frontiers in neuroscience and gut health, the enteric nervous system, or ENS, often called the second brain. We'll explore how the ENS works, why it operates semi-independently, and how it influences mood, memory, immunity, and mental health. By the end, you'll understand why scientists now view the gut not just as a digestive organ, but as a critical player in brain-body communication. When we think of the brain, we picture the organ inside our skull, but neuroscience has revealed a surprising fact. Your gut has its own brain, a complex neural network called the enteric nervous system, containing over 500 million neurons, more than the spinal cord. The ENS manages digestion, communicates with the central nervous system, and produces neurotransmitters, all while operating largely on its own. This explains why scientists call it the second brain. Today we'll explore what this means for your body, your mood, and your health. Let's define the ENS. Imagine a vast network of neurons, glial cells, and neurotransmitters woven directly into the walls of your gastrointestinal tract. These neurons are organized into two main plexuses. The myenteric plexus controls motility or the movement of food through your gut. Next, the submucosal plexus regulates enzyme secretion, absorption, and blood flow. Together, these systems can operate independently of the brain, meaning that your gut can coordinate digestion, even if brain signals are interrupted. However, the ENS also talks constantly with the central nervous system, sharing updates on gut activity, immune responses, and nutrient absorption. Communication between the gut and the brain happens along the gut-brain axis, a two-way superhighway that relies heavily on the vagus nerve. Think of the vagus nerve as a fiber optic cable carrying electrical and chemical signals both ways. But here's the surprising part. About 90% of the signals go from the gut to the brain, not the other way around. The ENS sends information about digestion, inflammation, nutrient levels, and microbial balance to the brain, which then integrates these inputs into emotional and cognitive processes. That's why you get a gut feeling before making a decision, or why anxiety can make your stomach churn. Even more fascinating, the ENS regulates the production of neurotransmitters, the brain's chemical messengers. Serotonin, 90% made in the gut, regulates mood and motivation. Dopamine influences pleasure and reward circuits. GABA and acetylcholine calm neural activity and manage stress responses. Now here's a gut-brain connection clearer than mental health. Researchers now know that disruptions in the ENS, whether from stress, infections, or microbiome imbalance, can alter neurotransmitter production and influence mood directly. For example, conditions like irritable bowel syndrome show heightened communication between the ENS and the brain's emotional centers, particularly the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. This hyperactive gut-brain loop contributes to anxiety, depression, and stress sensitivity. But the relationship isn't one way. Psychological stress sends signals back to the ENS through the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis, increasing cortisol release, altering gut motility, and even changing microbial composition. Over time, this feedback cycle can lead to persistent anxiety, brain fog, and mood instability. When the ENS malfunctions, the effects ripple throughout the body and mind. The ENS isn't just controlling digestion, it's deeply involved in pain perception, immunity, and emotional regulation. Common ENS-related disorders include IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. Overactive ENS reflexes lead to unpredictable motility, gas, and bloating, tightly linked to anxiety symptoms. Functional dyspepsia is disrupted ENS brain signaling, causing early satiety and GI discomfort. Gastroparesis is ENS damage which slows stomach emptying, often seen in diabetes and vagus nerve dysfunction. Chronic constipation, linked to reduced ENS transmitter activity and slower muscle contractions. In many cases, patients with these disorders show higher rates of depression and anxiety, suggesting that the gut-brain miscommunication plays a central role in both gastrointestinal and psychiatric symptoms. The best news, the ENS is malleable. You can strengthen it through diet, lifestyle, and stress management. Here's what research recommends. Probiotics and prebiotics improve microbial diversity, which enhances ENS signaling and neurotransmitter production. Fermented foods, yogurt, kefir, miso, support beneficial bacteria that improve serotonin pathways. Fiber-rich diets, plant-based fibers act as fuel for gut microbes, balancing ENS activity. Vagus nerve stimulation, deep breathing, yoga, cold exposure, and meditation can improve vagal tone, strengthening gut-brain communication. Exercise increases ENS blood flow and gut motility, improving both digestive and emotional stability. Supporting your ENS means supporting your mood, cognition, and resilience. It's not just gut health, it's the whole body health. The enteric nervous system is more than a network of neurons. It's an intelligent system shaping digestion, mood, immunity, and mental clarity. When your ENS thrives, your brain thrives. But when it's compromised by stress, poor diet, or inflammation, the effects are far beyond the gut. The key takeaway is this: a healthy gut is a healthy mind's foundation. By nurturing your ENS with the right food, supporting your microbiome, and caring for your vagus nerve, you create harmony between the two brains, the one in your head and the one in your gut. Thank you for joining us on EQBloom. If this deep dive into the gut-brain connection helped you, don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and explore our playlist on neuroscience, emotional health, and gut science. Your body and brain are in constant dialogue, and understanding that language is the first step to mastering both.